Hey guys, Jamie here from Real Steel, and today we are on something a little different. We are on a 1989 Dodge Ramcharger. She's a two-wheel drive model, sat behind a dealership for around 14 years or so, according to the plate. Nothing real special, it's just a 100. These two-wheel drives are pretty uncommon. It's got the saw blades on it, the old man saw blades. Looks like somebody might have thought it was a hot rod. It's got a little flame decal on both sides. Interior, really not bad. It's got marine carpet, no tilt. It's a base model. I don't know that these seats are original to this. They look more like van seats, but they're in good shape. Looks pretty good. Manual crank up windows. Does have AC though. Now, under the hood here is our favorite little powerhouse, the old 318. She's a throttle body flavor, and she's backed up by an overdrive 4. You can see the little mice have been in here. Hopefully they didn't make lunch of my vacuum lines and stuff like that, because this is a throttle body motor, and today we're going to see if we can get her to run. Sorry about the wind. It's windy as heck, it's gusty and all that, so hopefully that won't affect anything. See, it's got the old screw-on terminals. Check the antifreeze here, maybe. And no, don't look like there's nothing in there. Hopefully it's in good shape. It is a little low on oil. It's barely touching the end of the dipstick. I'm hoping that that's because it was just setting, and I'd imagine it is, because I found a bad wheel bearing on it when it was picked up. So yeah, but I think the first step I probably need to do is get the vacuum machine out and get all this mouse stuff out and see what we can do. You can see the headlights. It's got the optional fish tank in both of them. Either that or it's a self-clean option, I'm not sure. But anyway, the reason we're going to get this going is, y'all recognize this one, don't you? This is the burnout truck from my very first video, and I had plopped a 318 in it last year from, guess what's back there in the back, the Yellow Fury. And the other day it decided to crap the bed on me. So yeah, luckily I was home. I was just moving stuff around, and let me get this open here, and she locked up tight. So the plan is the motor from the Ramcharger, it was originally going to go into my short bed, but now I think it's going to go into here. And because that one lockered up, that kind of forced me to get this bad boy on the road. This is a 1990 Dodge. It was a Woodson County truck originally. They had it till 2013, something like that. Anyway, I've had it for a while, but I never really had motivation to get it going. It was just a yard truck. Bed's from a scrap trailer, because they cut the bed up on it on this. And as you can see, it's pretty basic. Does have air though, and that was a dealer conversion. Got the paperwork on it. It's got the old rubber floor delete mat in there. You can see, well, she started deleting the floors. Guess I need a patch and a few self-tappers. Now, I'm not going to worry about fixing this up too much because it is a work truck, but it runs good. Like I say, 318, and surprisingly, she's got the 518 button, overdrive button on here. So, yeah. So this is my new driver, but I really need to get the other one on the road because it's a little more comfortable to drive. Alright guys, as you can see, things are cleaned up a little bit better. I used a combination of the old Harbor Freight vacuum machine and Harbor Freight extra long wind blower. Yeah, those things work real good. And got her a little bit better. Also got the air cleaner off. And while I was also off camera, I put a couple quarts of 1540 diesel stuff in here. Did fill it to full, so that's a good thing. And as you can see, she's got actually the red cap and wires. Hey, maybe that'll give us another 10 horsepower or so. You never know. Anyway, got the battery stole out of my 90. And if you don't have the proper battery cleaner, these will wire bottle brushes, I think I got this at the farm store real cheap. They work real good for cleaning the inside of terminals. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna hook the battery up real quick and we're gonna see if we can get her to crank. And oh yeah, I also disconnected the rear harness to the fuel pump, because if it's got 14-year-old gas in it, I really don't want it coming up here and gumming up my system. So all right, just a second here and we'll see if she cranks. All right, got the batteries hooked up. Not smelling any smoke, so none of the wiring's letting it smoke out yet, so hopefully that stays that way. Let's see what we can do to get it to crank. Now, I don't anticipate it firing yet. We'll have to rig a fuel system, but let's see if she cranks. Well, it might crank if I can get the battery terminal right. Stuff happens. Well, something clicked. So let's see what we got going here. Come on, baby. Well, who knows? I'm going to redo these battery terminals, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to see if she's cranking. Alright guys, let's see if she cranks. Darn finger. And we got a check engine light. That went out. So, oh yeah, she cranks real good. She's cranking real fast too. I hope she's got compression, but heck yeah, I think she'll run. Now we just got to rig up a fuel system and see what happens. All right guys, before we get too excited here about to get a fuel system, let's pour a little fuel down her. A little much. That's the fuel jug from the Fury, but I don't think it'll mind. We'll get back to that in just a minute or two. Let's see if she'll actually fire. I know it may have a vacuum leak, but it should actually, hopefully, bark to life. Fire in the hole. Or not. Maybe we need a dedicated fuel system. So, let me try it again, and I'll bring y'all back. I'm hoping it's not out of time. Let me go check for some sparkles and stuff like that, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, I really hate to leave on a sad note, but no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, I could not get this thing to spark. I even had my hot button starter, remote starter wired up. I had the coil hot wired. I checked all the wiring, and I even put an ECM in it out of my 89. I really don't like fuel injection systems. I really don't, because it could be a myriad of things that are wrong. Maybe my other ECM's bad. Maybe it's something in the distributor. Something in this complicated wiring, because I found several wires untaped and wires hanging that weren't originally from the truck. So yeah, I'm an 83 model, but give me my old carburetors any day of the week. Now, that's not the end for this thing, okay? We're not going to give up that easily. I just don't have time to mess with it tonight with everything that's going on. So next time you see this, there will be a part 2, and we will finally get some fire in the hole. So we'll go from there. Alright guys, since we didn't get very far on the Ramcharger, let's go play with something that will run, so we can at least say we got something to make some noise today. What do you say? Now, what will run, you ask? No, not the lawnmower. Ye old Fury. Hey, this feller here, no, I haven't given up on it. I'm just waiting on some parts. I'm going to take my drive shaft in this week, and hopefully we're going to be driving this thing soon. But anyway, let's see what she does. Fire in the hole. Yeah! Some fuel up to the old carburetor. She ain't been running a month of Sundays. She ain't been starting the coon's age. Come on, baby. Yes! Woo! Finally something making some noise. Seems a little unhappy, but I guess that's what happens when you ain't been running a coon's age. what's running this? A good old carburetor and electronic ignition. No computer BS anywhere. Yeah, I like that. Still needs a tune, but that's pretty minor compared to no spark on a computer-controlled system. Alright, I better shut her off. I don't have any water in it yet. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Sucks that we had a loss on the Ramcharger, but sometimes these revivals, they don't just go as planned, you know? They have their own little pitfalls and all that. A lot of people like to make it easy, but in all reality, it's not that easy. You know, a lot of these fellers just refuse to run. So, but we're not done with it yet, like I say. So I'm going to come back, and some people may call it cheating or whatever, but we're going to get it to run before we pull it out and put it in the 86. So stick around for that. Anyway, this is Jamie from Real Steel, and we'll catch y'all on the flip side. See ya.